Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. If you're new here then welcome. My name is Eve. I post all sorts of makeup and beauty related videos. I have thrown on some quick base makeup. I'm not long in from placement, but I get this Shapeshifter palette by BPerfect through the door today. I did buy this myself because I do see that the colours are quite dark, so I wanted to see how it would work on fair skin tones. And I'm at placement every other day this week, so you just have to excuse me looking like this. Now this was £30 and you got two parts. It does come with like a book telling you all about it, but I'm not going to read all this out. But it is in collaboration with Zackary Wang and Cohlsworld. So one of them has done the bronzer palette and one of them has done the blusher palette. Now, like I said, I was a wee bit hesitant to pick this up because the contour shades did look quite deep, and while I totally applaud them for doing something that caters for deeper skin tones for once, I'm a wee bit concerned that I might not be able to use this. So yeah, realistically I'll only be able to use one shade out of that. But we'll see. I mean, maybe the banana or the pink one could work. I have got my BPerfect shade number 3 foundation on. This is probably the darkest foundation I personally would wear. So I think I'll do some swatches. So let's do the bronzers. So that is the 4 bronzers there. Now that is a really good variety of colours, but I do wish maybe they could have been a slightly lighter one, but I don't know. But I think what most people liked the best was the blusher part, and it's a shame that you couldn't buy these separate. So look at that gorgeous blush in the middle. Isn't that so cool and unusual? And it's got 2 highlighters. So let's just give it a go to see how it works. So maybe zoom in a wee bit. And this has been made a wee bit harder by the fact that I actually washed all my makeup brushes last night, so I don't have my, I washed all my favourites, so I don't have my favourites to choose from. So we'll just need to try and find something and try and make it work. So I'll maybe take these powders. I'll take the pink one on this eye and the yellow one on the other eye. I have powdered under my eyes. I haven't put any other makeup on, like contour or that. So this is the pink one. Right, you can see it has darkened down slightly, but see, I like a kind of brighter under eye, so like, can you see? I'll do the other side and then I'll see. So I'll just dust that brush off and then we'll go in with the yellow on the other side. Yeah, so this side is the yellow. I think I could get away with that if I had fake tan on. This side I probably could get away with as well, but it's not really brightened, it's more just set. But that yellow side is just maybe a tad too yellow, but not much. So I could probably wear that if I had fake tan on. But let's go on to the contour. So let's just take one of these angled brushes. Again, it's not my usual brush. And obviously I have to, the only one I can use is this lightest one called Sunburn. And this looks like it might be more of a kind of bronzer colour on me. Well, that works. Right. What have I got in my head? Yeah, see, I never tapped off my brush there, so that's why that's went really pigmented up here. Okay, so you can see that side, that can work. More of a bronzer colour, really, rather than a kind of contoury colour, but it has worked. So if the blushes work well on my skin tone, then I don't really mind that as much, but if you are using this in fair skin, just go easy. But just out of interest, let's go in with a setting colour called Hello and tap loads of that off. See, I would say that's slightly cooler toned maybe, but I mean it's obviously too dark for me, but this would be really good for a makeup kit, I think, like an artist kit, because you do have that range of colours and you do have that banana colour, which I know a lot of kind of makeup artists use. Tone that down a bit. So yeah, my opinions on that side is just go very, very easy, but if you're fair, don't pick it up just for that, because it's too dark without a doubt. But let's go into the highlighter and the blushers. So I need to try this kind of orangey colour. Like, it's not one that I would ever go for, but I kind of have to try it. So I'm just going to swatch them for you actually. So sorry, I've swatched these really badly. So that is the kind of highlighter and the blushes there. Hope you can see them. Terrible swatches. Let's just try the highlighter on my face first, because that's what I would normally do. Try to find a brush to use. Let's take this big brush. So let's take the kind of lightest one, which is very powdery. Man alive. And that's called Lotus. Oh wow, that's pretty. That works for my skin tone. And let's just wipe my brush off and let's just go in with that second one. Although I'm not convinced that that's a highlighter, not a blush, but I suppose it could be a blush topper on my skin tone and a highlighter on darker skin tones. Right, that is beautiful. It probably is too dark for me, but like, that's a really nice colour. And then let's find another brush that I can use to do my blusher. Right, don't have another angled brush like the ones I like. So I'll just take that bronzer brush, just wipe it off my t-shirt as you do. And let's go in with that yellowy colour called Lotus. This one here, because I do not have any other colours like this in my collection whatsoever. Let's tap loads of that off. It's pigmented, so go in with the lightest hand in that. Right, this is definitely not for my skin tone, this palette, so just keep that in mind when you're watching me absolutely butcher the application of this. But I think with the right kind of eye makeup and stuff, that might look okay. Right, that's about the best I can do with it. I mean, this colour here, like I've just swatched it on the back of my hand, that would make a stunning brush. So I'll just show you my face. I looked so strange with the eyeshadow on, I know. And then I will zoom you out. Okay, so let's talk about my opinions on the palette. Like, I feel a bit like a clown just now with the way I look. Now, it isn't for a light skin tone. Without a doubt, you can't really pull it off in a light skin tone. Maybe some of the blushes you could get away with if you really shear them out and you kind of like heavy makeup, but it's a palette for kind of, I would say, the very, very lightest, kind of light medium to deep. Now, I applaud them so much for doing a palette that caters to darker skin tones. It's quite hard for me to sit and complain that it doesn't suit me when, as a kind of light skin person, I have got the choice of nearly every contour face palette that there is got colours that would suit me, so I totally applaud them for it being a bit darker. I think it would be a good palette for makeup artists because they would get a lot of use out of it with the different skin tones. But for me personally, myself, I don't think it's been worth the £30 for the shades that I'll actually be able to use and the use that I'll get out of it. But the quality is good, the quality is there, highlighters are beautiful. It's an influencer that I'm always glad to see when influencers do collaborations. So yeah, that's kind of all I kind of have to say about it. A kind of short but sweet video, and I appreciate that I don't have any lipstick on. I'll put some lipstick on before I take some pictures. So yeah, if you made it to the end, then thanks for watching. If you picked up this palette and you're fair skinned like myself, please let me know if you've got it to be able to work for you. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love it if you would do so, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. So thanks for watching. Bye.